You'll never believe the underestimated alien intelligence. Had everyone prepared to return to the safe spaceship. The notified landing ship was approaching. Aliens sneaked into the pod. The pilot shuffled instantly, leaving the LNDER Cheshire stroke out of control. They crashed before everyone, shattering retreat plans. The last hope vanished, leaving all stunned as if struck by lightning. But they must face reality. Newt quickly reminded Ripley aliens come out at night, so find shelter before dark. They ducked into the control room and started counting the remaining gear and ammo like they were in a boring inventory meeting. According to rules, without a return signal, the mothership won't send rescue for 2 weeks. The horde of aliens is like a nightmare. They may not survive tonight. They swiftly accessed the base's blueprints, found all paths to the control room like detectives, and decided to barricade them. Leave only 2 corridors, forcing aliens through narrow paths into the control room. With automated guns, they'd be wiped out. The other entrances were ignored, and once everything was set, Hicks handed Ripley a locator watch, and their eyes hinted at a budding romance. Ripley settled Newt in the medical bay, grieving her lost daughter, and Newt's presence felt like unintended therapy. She was determined to keep Newt safe, strapping the locator watch to the girl's wrist, planting the seeds for the upcoming leap into the tiger's den. Next, they started discussing the alien situation. If they counted 1 alien per host, that meant at least 157 aliens were roaming around. Since the bishop arrived, he's been busy with facehuggers. Given these nasty creatures hatch from eggs, the question is who's the sneaky one hiding the eggs? They speculated about a queen on this planet, but Ripley wanted nothing to do with that. She demanded Bishop destroy all the facehugger samples ASAP, but he politely declined, stating that HQ wanted those little guys for research. As a dutiful synth, he had to follow orders, so Ripley went to Bart for a debate. Bart argued the samples had immense value, claiming big profits if sent to Earth for study. Ripley, aware of aliens' terror, opposed their return. This reminded her of Bart's deception in the colonization logs, turning Newt's family's investigation into a deadly game. Till 70 families perished at the base. It seemed humans vs. aliens, but was truly a greedy corporation. Just as the two were arguing fiercely, an alarm suddenly blared. Aliens were finally here. To prevent the alien invasion, they set up a live-sensing machine gun at the only entrance. A horde of aliens burst out at night. The exact number was unclear, but the automated gun was devouring its 500 rounds at lightning, making the tense moment much tenser. Soon, the rounds in the 2 machine guns were rapidly running dry. The last 2 guns in the corridor also activated, and everyone watched the ammo deplete like a ticking time bomb. Eventually, bullets ran out, with minimal alien casualties. Hicks, furious, wanted a direct fight. Just then, the aliens suddenly stopped their attack, and everyone let out a collective sigh of relief. But just when they relaxed, the main characters received some bad news. The explosion from the lander's crash had wrecked the emergency vent of the atmospheric processor, which meant this place would be a wasteland in 4 hours. With the situation getting worse, Hadley began whining non-stop, but poor warriors knew that complaints weren't going to help. They needed to figure out how to remotely control a spaceship to save themselves, but first, someone had to muster the courage to fix the colony radar. But the communicator was conveniently in the alien-infested area, and Hadley, who was in charge of who usually played around, was now stuttering in front of the aliens. They thought of Bishop, and everyone finally breathed a sigh of relief. Times L, pound, a tilde divide by, the air, 3 mat alpha, handle p, pyoc, edger, and not sign times L2 Hebrew symbol 5 b, acute, and not sign u, circumflex, mat, cyrillic letter 4 a, b, sub a, 3 mat, and tilde letter 2 bd, pound sign, symbol 3 6 ch, hook, I, mat, u, acute, igov, y, acute, a circumflex, abic letter 6 b, 1 pound 3, mat, a, ugrov, a quarter, a tilde, acute, mat, times, array, pound sign, s, fulfill this mission, a quarter, ugrov letter 3 ca, accomplish this mission, pound and just happened to a quarter, ugrov letter 3 ca, a half, cyrillic letter 4, ref 1, I, acute, a, pound sign, saw 0, y, acute, for I, since 3 quarter, a, mod, times, a, half, or Armenian, pound copyright. It would take about 10,800 seconds to fix the radar and land the ship, so they had to stay alive during that. After 24 hours awake, a desperate Ripley hugged Newt in the medical room and fell asleep while Bishop fixed the control tower's comms. Successfully connecting to the mothership's communications system, he remotely commanded a landing craft to fly their way. Not long after, Ripley was jolted awake by a noise, only to find there was a plastic container in the room. That container was holding facehuggers, and it was now ominously opened, swaying precariously. Ripley panicked and woke up Newt, but just as she was about to escape, a facehugger lunged at her. Luckily, Ripley reacted fast, slammed the facehugger with the bedboard, and lifted it, pinning the facehugger under the bed, allowing the two to narrowly escape. They saw the facehugger vanish into junk. Worse, the door was locked outside, their cries unheard. Ripley had no choice but to plead to the security camera, but the display was mysteriously turned off. What was behind this? The sneaky rascal. After getting no response, Ripley tried to smash the glass to escape, but found it was unbreakable. Waiting here would lead to nowhere. Clever Ripley decided to use her lighter to trigger the fire alarm system, which indeed caught the soldiers' attention. Just then, another facehugger grabbed her again, causing Newt to retreat in fear. Just as the facehugger was about to attack again, Ripley struggled desperately, unfortunately getting ensnared by its tail. She was on the brink of suffocation as Newt shouted in panic when suddenly another facehugger charged in. Oh, don't put that on her. Hit subscribe now to keep following her wild adventures.